Okay, so we've all been there. You get the call from the client, or in these days, you get a text and they say, my gems are falling off. I've already lost two, I've already lost three, all these things, right? So I'm going to teach you how and what the trick really is. Not so much how to put gems on, the trick to keeping them on. So now I'm using a thicker consistency type hard gel, which is called like a jewelry gel. They have like diamond gel, all of these things. I like it because when you put the gems on, they kind of stay in place and they don't slide around as much as other forms of securing gems, but really you can use anything you want. You could use like tip glue, which is pretty much just like what, super glue, but it's like a nail glue. Or you can use something like this where you can see the consistency of this. It's super thick. To get it, like, you have to take the little tail off kind of thing, right? And by like tapping it on the sides, and it doesn't move very well and it's very sticky. So after I put like a thin layer on, I then go in and I just put some mostly concentrated where I'm going to put the gems. So then it's a little bit thicker in that spot. Then I kind of smooth it out a little so that you don't have that little raised bump where you can kind of see where you put something else there, right? And then to smooth it out even more, because hard gel takes forever to flatten out. It will eventually, but you'll be there until you're all gray time it does. So I just put a top coat over top of that. And then now I'm going to secure my gems on by like just placing them. Oh, I had a little Furby there. So I'm just moving and putting them on with it's like a cool little gem picker upper thing that has pretty much like that blue tack that you would put posters on your wall with inside of it, and then it has another end where you can kind of move it around, kind of like a cuticle little wood stick, right? So I'm going to move my gems into place, and when I'm moving them into place with the other end, like this end here, I'm kind of pressing them into that little thicker part of gel that I put in. So then what will happen is it pushes some of the gel around the edges of the stones. You don't want it on top of them because that will just ruin your shine, but this is going to secure it. Now to secure it even more, I'm going to just take this little piece of paper that I have from one of my forms. I keep that so that I can use it kind of as like a tile. And then I'm going to put it into a line brush. So with this liner brush, I'm going to trace around the edges just with top coat. Now because we haven't cured this is all still wet, we haven't cured it yet, this gel will then go into that other gel and kind of flatten out so you won't have that hump. So when your clients or yourself have some gems on, you're not going to see a big gop of gel or anything. So now I'm just going to put this into the light, cure it. I'm going to get a lint-free wipe with some alcohol on it. So I'm just checking to make sure that I like it before I take that tacky layer off, the ambition layer. And I'm going to remove that stickiness. So now I'm going to show you, now that we've secured these gems, you can smack them. So like I'm trying to pick them off. You're not going to pick them off because what will happen is your finger or whatever you're trying to will just slip off of it. So even grab some cuticle nippers and smacked them. They don't come off. I was just kind of wiping them because if you wipe them with a little bit of alcohol, sometimes you can shine them back up a bit. So it's not going to come off. I hope this helps and you don't get that dreaded call from your clients saying that they've lost a gem.